Hello everybody, I am Brittany with the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back for all my subscribers. Today we are going to be walking through how to make a grounding oil. So let's get started. I have my 30 milliliter bottle, my brown candle. For my essential oils, I have sage and rosemary. For my herbs, I have mugwort, patchouli, and a little bit of rosemary in there as well. I'll be using my sweet almond oil, my vitamin E oil, and let's get started with cleansing. You can cleanse in any way that works for you. I personally like to use smoke. Here I am using my dragon's blood incense stick to just cleanse my space. And then I'm gonna start by cleansing my dropper bottle lid. Just run it right through the smoke. And again, you can do this in any way that you like. Then I like to cleanse the inside of my bottle by letting the smoke fill up and just let it sit for a little. Then we'll just go ahead and stamp that out. All right, let's get started by adding the mugwort. You can add as much or as little mugwort as you want. The reason I add this in first is because it's my largest herb. It will take up the most space, and I wanna make sure I have as much room as possible to add that in. So mugwort is a very strong earth element, and I grow my own, so I really like to add this into my grounding oils. Following that, I will go ahead and put in a few pinches of rosemary. I don't really measure this out. I just add enough to fill the jar. As I'm adding the rosemary, I'm asking for it to provide grounding and protective energies for anyone who uses this oil. And then I'm going to top it all off with some patchouli. I chose patchouli because it has strong earth element connections. So again, I wanted to use the elements of the earth to provide grounding to anyone who uses this oil. Now let's get into our essential oils. I'm going to start by adding a few drops of my rosemary oil. And remember, rosemary is grounding and provides protective energies, and it just smells so good. Next, we'll be adding some sage. Sage is cleansing. It can clear negative energy, which is going to provide the space needed to actually ground yourself. You can add as much or as little essential oil as you please, based off of your preference. Next, I'll be adding vitamin E oil. Vitamin E is great for the skin, and also I like to use it in my oils because it's a little preservative as well. Finally, I'm going to finish off by adding my carrier oil. In this case, I'll be using my sweet almond oil. I think it just melts into the skin so beautifully, but if you don't want to use sweet almond oil, you can use any carrier oil that you happen to have on hand or that happens to be your favorite. The next step here is to add that lid back on, and then we're gonna start giving it a nice shake. Shaking helps activate all of that intention that we put into the jar with those herbs, those essential oils, and gets it ready for charging. Here, I'm going to go ahead, set up to light my candle. Here, I am using a brown candle because of its earth properties. As the candle burns, imagine all of that energy flowing from the candle into your jar and charging it with all of that grounding intent. For all of my patrons, you can go to Patreon and get your Book of Shadows download. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.